What you have going on here is particle board that someone either glued or screwed to the stucco. It can be removed, clean up the wall, restucco it, or just paint it, get it all back. The reason why this is leaking is because the room was never serviced. It needs to be serviced. So what that means is that we have to come in and check all the flashing and redo the sealing of the flashing, and also the roof panels more than likely need to also be, well, I can tell you right now, has to be sealed. Around the skylight needs to be sealed. These are all plastic curves and so forth. Yes, they can be replaced. The windows seem to be working fine, but the biggest issue is this knee wall, the front knee wall. The moisture that you're seeing on the inside here and so forth is due to a lack of maintenance. It doesn't damage anything. It doesn't damage the house. It's just only to the sunroom. But the sunroom is all aluminum frame, which won't rust. It's all good. But these panels could be replaced. Somebody wallpapered over the masonite material. The masonite material looks like this. Just what it is on the outside. So what happens is when you take a look at this panel here, this panel from here, you see the framework and everything, and it has weep holes in it. So when moisture hits these windows, it goes down and leaks out the weep holes. Again, a total functionality of this room, usually bulletproof, and these need to be painted once in a while. Well, obviously they haven't been maintained because if you take a step over here, these panels right here, moisture has gotten into them and so forth, and now they just need to be replaced. See, they're just masonite material with styrofoam in the middle. So they can be replaced. Then you come around here, and a handyman got a hold of this and said, let's not replace those panels, this is too much work. Let's put a skin, a plastic skin they got from Home Depot, and they literally went the whole front of this on the inside as well as the outside. But guess what? They plugged up all the weep holes. Again, not the end of the world, but all this needs to be torn off and put in new panels. New panels today are all vinyl, so there is no rot, no maintenance to those. The roof can be resealed. When you replace these, I need to put new gaskets in there. I can tell people have been putting caulking in because they have leaked periodically and they didn't know what to do. So they just went ahead and just got a handyman and just started caulking everything. Again, totally serviceable and so forth. Costs, if you're going to ask about a cost, you're probably going to spend, by the time you tear it all apart, because I got to disassemble most of this room, you'll probably spend around $7,500 to kind of get it back up and running for the most part. But I would sit down, figure that out. So roughly, I would say around $7,500.
So I think what he's talking about doing, because this room is as is in the inspection.
Okay.
That's the way they're selling the house. This room as is. But I think what the buyer is looking for is what's going to make it waterproof at this point.
Service it. Service it and get all these panels, get everything back the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a wonderful room. Got a great setting for it. These rooms are absolutely a wonderful addition.
Yeah.
They really are.
Right.
The back wall, that is something I would have to take a look at and see. But the room itself is totally able to be salvaged.
Okay.
It's definitely a lot cheaper than trying to replace the thing.
Right, right.
Yeah. You'll spend for a room like this today, in today's market, it'd probably be $4,500. But it would be all glass. It'd be a whole different system.
Right.
But, it gets pretty expensive.
Okay, I'm going to turn this off now. Are you good?